hello everybody. Today's video is going to be my review on this Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup in the shade Cashew. So, I have medium skin tone. This one is the closest match for me, but still I find it a little bit dark, just a bit dark and a bit yellow. So it's not the perfect match for me, but it's the closest one. And if you guys want a shade comparison of my other foundations, I'll put it in the description. But this is the Estee Lauder. This is a full coverage makeup, and this is definitely not new. So I've been delaying reviewing this one because I definitely have my thoughts. I've been wearing this for 3 years already. So this is definitely not the first impressions I'm about in this level. So definitely it still works for me, even though it's way past its shelf life of 24 months. So here in the Philippines, this cost around 2,400 or 2,450. And if you guys are not sure, you can ask for a sample in the Estee Lauder counters. So this comes in 30 ml of product and it has no pump. It's not runny, but it's not super thick, but it sets easily. So when I apply this, I just first work on one side of my face rather than like put it all over, because it just sets quickly. So I am someone that really wants to buff my foundation, so this one I need to work in sections. Now, as for the performance, I have oily, sensitive, and acne-prone skin, and I bought this in 2019 because back then I had severe breakout. So I had a lot of acne scars as well as active scars, and then also my face was so oily, and then I would commute every day. So I needed something that was really full coverage and will stay on all day. That's why I bought this one. It was such a splurge for me, but I bought this one because, you know, I was desperate for some coverage and all that. That's why I bought that one. And for the coverage, I have a lot of acne scars, and this one covers almost 80% of it, but I can still see a lot of discoloration. But for that, rather than reapplying another layer of this foundation, because this can be thick if applied for multiple layers, I just put a color corrector or a spot concealer, and then I put one layer of this foundation, and then if I need more, I'll just add a little bit more concealer. So I always only use one layer of this one because I find that for 2 layers, it's just gonna feel and look heavy on me. So one layer is my maximum for that. Now, as for the performance in the long run, throughout the day, I've worn this both in winter and in summer. First time, it was 2019 in Japan. It was winter. I wore this, and because my skin was so oily back then, it was okay. Even though the wind was a bit dry, because again, it's winter, I didn't have any dry patches. But throughout the day, even though it's cold, because my skin was just so oily, my skin eats up foundation. At the end of the day, I can see all of my redness and my acne. So even in winter, it wasn't that long lasting. However, now as I've gotten older and I've managed my skin a little bit, especially the oiliness, I'm still oily but not as oily as before. This one holds up a bit more. It holds up better because, of course, I'm not super oily unlike before. But still, at the end of the day, I still see a lot of scars peeking through. But for me, at this point, I don't mind because I've accepted that I'll always have my acne scars. And also, no matter what foundation I get, I will always I will always see my acne scars at the end of the day because my skin is just very, very oily. For the longevity, it just depends. But for events, like short events, like 4 to 5 hour events, weddings and birthdays, this one is enough. It's still not very perfect, it's still not very full coverage, at least for me. But it does the job. It looks nice in pictures. I mean, you can see, if I'm wearing this one, you can see my acne scars, but on pictures and all that, it will look okay. For longevity, it just really depends on your skin and the weather and how much oil you are producing. This can be full coverage for you, but for me, yeah, it is full coverage, but not really. I still need spot concealers, but that's on me. That's not the foundation. And then last point that I want to add is acne, because I have oily, acne-prone, sensitive skin, and I've heard that this foundation is very good for oily skin, for people who wants full coverage, but I've never heard anyone really talk about if this causes acne or what. Because if you have oily skin, usually you also are prone to acne because the oils will clog your pores. This one breaks me out. During events, I can wear it, but I cannot wear this every day. Not that the trend right now is no longer full coverage, but if you wear this for every day, if that's your thing, if full coverage every day is your thing, then go ahead, but make sure that this does not break you out. Because for me, I don't wear primers, so maybe primers can help with not breaking you out, but this one, for 1 day or 2 days, this one is okay. However, starting the 3rd day, if I wear this consecutively, I would get like big, what do you call that? The under the skin acne, and then later on it will form into a cystic acne, and then later on it will cause a scar, and then that scar will be on my face for months. So this one, I cannot wear this for days consecutively. The maximum that I can wear this consecutively is just two days in a row, and preferably not the whole day, because the whole day I notice as well that if I wear this, for example, for 1 whole day where I am sweating and all that, this one can also sometimes break me out. Like even before removing my makeup, I would see already a bump on my face. So this one right now, that's also why this has taken me such a long time to use up. I've had this for 3 years. I bought it in 2019. So this has been with me for a long period of time, because apart from the fact that we were in a lockdown, I can only wear this during events. I only wear this during events because I don't want to have acne that lasts months on my face. And yeah, just be careful if you're buying this for, you know, for coverage and all that. Just be careful, because it can look heavy and cakey if you put on two or more layers of this one. And be careful also if this breaks you out. So my suggestion is just to do patch test first before you put this all over your face. But that is it. I hope that somebody in there helped you. I know that this is not a new foundation. There's been so many reviews on this one already. I think this is even like outdated with the current trend of like light makeup. But I hope that if somebody out there is looking for a review for acne skin, I hope that this video helped you. But that's gonna end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.